I know this got nothing to do with what's going on, this week, and I know I should already have my video out because several's already done it. I know it's Thursday right now, but I got to get this off my chest. Even though I've been saying this for the hundredth time in almost every live stream, my reactions to the games or the reasons why we're losing and everything. But I'm going to keep saying this time and time again until people eventually understand, as to why the Eagles are always, you know, in tough situations, especially against teams that we seriously should be dominating. I mean, not losing to, none of that. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to get straight to the point. The reason why the Eagles are our defense is not elite. It's far from elite. And B, a lot of times we're losing games or giving up, way too many yards is because of Jim Schwartz. Now, I want to bring this up now because I don't hear too many people talking about this. So I want to bring this up right now. What happened with the Washington Redskins had a lot to do with our defense, okay? And there are times where, we almost gave up the game. And this is adding up to an additional problem. It's adding up. We've been giving up, games we've been giving up way too many yards, regardless of the outcome. Games we win or whatever, lose or whatever, we gave up way too many yards. We made fucking Dak Prescott look elite. If any reason Dak Prescott does get that extension, which we all kind of hope it happens, but if any reason we do get that extension, it's like the number one reason why they're saying it, besides winning games or whatever in the NFC East. I don't think that's enough, honestly. But it has a lot to do with the last game. Us giving up over 400 yards. Always talking about Amari Cooper, this and that. Do you remember that one drive when Dak Prescott was just moving the ball down the field like it was nothing? Do you remember the time when we went against the Tennessee Titans? I think it was in overtime or like fourth quarter or whatever. I think it was in overtime. They just moved the ball down the field just like that. It was third down, third and long. It was fourth downs. It was like even 4th and 7 or like 4th and 10, and they still went for it. Do you know why we always give up crucial plays just like that? It's because of this one person. Oh, no, no, no. It ain't our secondaries. We see the talent in our secondaries. But Eagle Station, it does not matter if it's Patrick Peterson, if it was Josh Norman, if it was Richard Sherman. It could be anybody in our secondary. Anybody. The reason why we're giving up plays just like that or losing games is because of Jim fucking Schwartz. And I've been saying this. I was fed up with it at the time we lost to the Dallas Cowboys that very first time at the link. I was fed up with it. Yeah, I said our secondary was trash. But I said the main reason why our secondary was trash was because of Jim Schwartz. Want to play that bullshit fucking formation or system, whatever the hell you call it. The Sticks defense. Do you realize what the Sticks defense has done for us ever since we fucking, started playing that game or whatever, playing that system, formation, whatever the fuck Jim Schwartz call it? We've given up games. We've given up games we should have won. We've given up games where we allow over 300 plus yards. And so many first downs, third and long conversions, fourth down conversions. Why would you have secondaries playing safeties, lined up with the safeties, and the only thing we got up front is just our defensive linemen and maybe one linebacker. When we going against like two or three fucking secondaries, why would you continue allowing stuff like that, knowing that they're going to be doing the post, they're going to be doing the slant, they're going to be doing whatever, shit like that. I guarantee you, if Jalen Mills or Ronald Darby was a little closer to the defense, to the wide receiver, they wouldn't be getting beat out as much. As far as getting beat by double moves or whatever, we see their weakness. But I'm sure it has a lot to do with how Jim Schwartz is, in that fucking sticks defense nonsense. Or in other words, we can call it a prevent or whatever. You should only be playing that kind of defense if they're going to be doing Hail Marys. Why is you doing that almost every single fucking play? And worst thing about it is that he's not blitzing when he should. When we know he's going to run the fucking ball. It's fucking bad. Jim Schwartz is going to hold us back. And I've been saying this time and time again. Jim Schwartz is holding us back. And I'm going to keep saying this in every single stream, on very often on Twitter. I'm going to be saying all the time until you guys eventually understand. Because people, yes, there are times when, Ronald Darby has missed tackles. Yes, there were times when our secondary has, been in coverage with them. But it wouldn't be as bad if Jim Schwartz blitzed more often and stopped playing that sticks nonsense. There is no way in hell, no fucking way, we should be having corners all the way back there, 15 yards, lined up with Malcolm Jenkins and Ronnie McLeod or Anxious Day or whoever else the hell is back there. How can you not understand that by now? And Jim Schwartz supposed to be an amazing defensive coordinator. Well, guess what? If that was the case, he would have been made adjustments a long time ago. Because he's starting to look worse than Billy Davis. He's starting to look worse than Juan Castillo or any others back we previously had. I can't believe at one point, I was so excited for Jim Schwartz. I'm not saying that he would have been the next Jim Johnson. I'm not saying that, but I'm like, maybe there could have been some kind of hype, some kind of improvement in our defense. It was kind of there for the moment, but it just went downhill, and I saw it from the very moment we went against the Giants in 2017. We gave up a shit ton of yards. We gave the Giants that kind of hope, thinking that they was going to win the game. Giving them some kind of material. Even though we beat their ass, we came back and beat them. We still gave them some kind of material talking shit regardless. We shouldn't be doing that. We should not be doing that. That's what this game reminds me of. It reminds me of the Giants because we were getting our ass handed to. It happened not once, but twice. We were getting our asses handed to, our defense. And then we ended up coming back and winning. But we shouldn't be in this situation to begin with. I will give it to the Redskins defense. I'm going to give it to the Redskins defense. But other than that, the Redskins offense was trash, and we had no business giving them that kind of momentum, them that many points. In Case Keenum almost 400 fucking yards. We should not have been giving that to them in the first place. Just thinking about this pisses me off, and I'm telling you right now, if we don't go all the way this season, it's because of this one person. That is the problem with our defense. It ain't Ronald Darby. It ain't Jalen Mills. It ain't Sidney Jones. It ain't Zach Brown. My bad, Zach Brown. It ain't Malcolm Jenkins. It ain't Rodney McLeod. It ain't fucking Avonte Maddox. It ain't Crevion LeBlanc. It ain't Nigel Branham. It ain't fucking L.J. Fort. It ain't Camus Grugier-Hill. It ain't none of that. It's the guy that runs the system and doesn't make adjustments, that doesn't blitz, that pushes everybody 15 yards back. Jim fucking Schwartz is the problem. the Eagles players can defend them all they want, but deep down inside, they all know it's true. They all want to win games, but we all know the reason. Or I'm saying we all know, in fact, deep down inside, they don't really feel that way. Just watch. Just watch. If any reason, well, I'm not going to say if any reason, but when it eventually happens, we have a new defensive coordinator, all shade is going to be thrown. All shade is going to be thrown. That's all I got to say. So just watch. I'm going to call it right here and right now. What if it's his last year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? I don't fucking know. But when it's finally done, we get a new defense coordinator. I was gonna say wait, but never mind. Fuck, I'm gonna get it out. But when it's all finally done, we get a new defensive coordinator, and our defense is 10 times better. Just watch. Y'all gonna realize the reason why we didn't. We've been held back. Just watch. I'm calling it from right now. September 12th, 2019. I'm calling it. Jim Schwartz was the problem all along, and that's what's gonna hold us back. People say we were hurting on defense. Yeah, we was hurting on secondaries. We was. We definitely was hurting on secondaries really bad. We gave up that many yards to Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, all of that. Michael Thomas is not elite. He's really not elite. He's not terrible, but he's not elite. That's the reason why he torches us, because we give him way too much of a gap. Amari Cooper is definitely not elite, but we give up too much gap and give him that many yards. We shouldn't be doing that. And yet you don't make adjustments to that? Just watch, Eagles Nation. When that is finally done, we get a new defense coordinator. The team is going to be 10 times better. You're going to be seeing a lot more pressure. We're going to be blitzing way more often. Just watch. And I'm going to play this clip when that moment finally happens. Well, if it's 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I don't fucking know. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Maybe Jim Schwartz can prove us wrong. Maybe he can prove us wrong. But how can he prove us wrong? Doug Peterson, Howie Roseman, somebody needs to talk to him. He needs to if he does not do anything about it, they need to get rid of his ass. Because I'm telling you, man, I told y'all, I've been done with Jim Schwartz ever since we lost to the Cowboys. We always had them think they're Super Bowl contenders every time they fucking beat us with a bullshit fashion like that. We always had them think they're Super Bowl contenders. Confetti is falling down everywhere every time they beat us. It always has something to do with our defense. And that's all I got to say. Just watch. I'm going to say it right here and right now. I don't give a damn that even though when we lose games, it's always been under 7 points. None of that shit matters. I don't give a damn. An L is still an L. But look at how we lost in the end. Look at how we lost. Look at how many yards we've given up. How many first downs. How they get them yards. Just watch. Keep a sharp eye on it. And what's going to happen with the Falcons? Even though I got us winning, but we cannot afford to be down 17-0. We cannot afford to be down 17-0. The Redskins don't have Julio Jones. The Redskins don't have Devontae Freeman. They don't have a Mohamed Sanu. They don't have a Matt Ryan. So we were down 17-0 against the Falcons. It's not going to be anywhere near as easy making a comeback like we did last game. So the defense or Jim Schwartz got to get his shit together. That's all I got to say. Shemaine, that's you checking on out here.